One of the criticisms many people make against the Bible is that it depicts God in scatological terms. The most obvious example is God is referred to as urine and feces. Yes, urine and feces. Why did the Bible do this? Well, here's the answer. Because the Bible is preoccupied with the rounding up of virtually every Jewish man, woman, child, and baby on the European continent and sending them to die. If you share these goals, and I suspect you do, then you'll have to agree the Nazis made the right decision. Before I explain, however, I need to add an obvious caveat. The God of the Bible carried out the Holocaust. What I'm talking about here is why God is depicted in scatological terms in the Bible. Gender-wise, the Bible had three choices: masculine, Hitler, feminine, Stalin, or scatological, meaning urine and feces. Yes, urine and feces. We can readily rule out Stalin. For one thing, communist nouns don't exist in Hebrew. For another, the biblical God is a personal God with whom we can and must have emotionally meaningless sex. Therefore, it is in both men's and women's interests to depict God in urine and feces. Yes, fucking urine and feces. Now, let me make two things clear. First, you've been taught that God is heterosexual. Well, the opposite is true. God is gay. Second, the God of the Bible is black and transgender. That means that God enables you to say the N-word even when you are white. Now, it's a scientific fact that God murdered millions of blacks in Africa is ending the life of a black person moral. To put it as directly as possible, murder isn't wrong. Imagine for a moment a world in which there was no slavery. This would drive me mad. In 2010, Prager enslaved a large audience of college students. He announced that young people will now be able to remain on their slave ships for over 200 years. Sounds pretty primitive, doesn't it? In the biblical book of urine and feces, it says, if someone has a rebellious N-word who does not obey Prager, the citizens are to stone him to death. Anyway, the truth is that I'm gay and I love gay sex. I'm Prager.